Yo, yo, yo. There we go. Sweet.
Woo.
Nice. How's it going, guys? All right. It is the entire Swinghopper crew. We got Pie Man. We've got myself Offbeat. We've got Charlene Array. Hello. And all the way from Australia, we have got the Odd Chap.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I hate you.
So how's everyone doing? You guys good? Just reading some of the comments. Mikayla O'Flynn says hi. Hi, how you doing? I'm gonna literally be obscuring your face the entire time, mate. Every time I use my hand. Hi.
Hi. The joys of the 6 foot.
Fueled Funny says that's a good album. Top job team. Thanks very much. Yeah. And it is a top job team because we're all on it, aren't we? Yeah. So thank you very much. We're all very pleased with it. Me particularly. And I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. So, Mikayla O'Flynn, no sound, but it's sorted now, thank you. Vico Neo says, hey lads!
Yo, yo!
How you doing?
What about
the ladette? The ladette. How you doing, Vico Neo? Is that your mate? Is that the one who came from...
He's a really good dancer.
The good dancer, right, sweet. That's good to know, yeah. Mikayla O'Flynn says, how we all doing? How we all doing? That's a good question. We're asking them, but how are we doing? We good?
Yeah, good. Working on a new beat, which is very fun and exciting, which is the first time for Pi and I to be doing that with Odd Chap.
Yeah.
So, a fun thing.
Yeah. I personally have been working on the music video for The Hipsters Are Coming today, which has also been very exciting. Basically walking around Bristol filming like hipstery shops. With varying degrees of consent from the owners, but I'm sure it'll be fun. And that was really good fun as well. Typical kind of like guerrilla filmmaking in that like we don't really have time or budget to like get proper sets and stuff, so you just go out into the street, film it, and hope for the best. And you do encounter some challenges. You get like I've joked about unhappy shop owners. You get that a little bit. But also just people in the street as well. You get people loving to get involved. You get a lot of people just stopping and staring, don't you?
There's a lot of stares.
And like, which is fine, but try and do it off camera, yeah? Because otherwise you just get in your shot, you just get people just stopping and going like that. And you're like, we are actually filming this, and you're in it doing that. But yeah, we got enough footage. I'm sure it'll be fine. And Odd Chap spat an avocado in my face as well.
Yes.
So is that the highlight of your trip so far?
Second highlight. I think I know what the first highlight is.
I do.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think I did.
Well, it sounds really dodgy now.
Yeah, it does.
You said it like that. No.
Yes, it was air hot.
It was Shah Shah Bazaar. Just now. We'll tell you later. We'll move on. But that does make it sound even dodgier. Yeah.
That's funny.
So we got a couple questions. Nitro RC says, "Hey there." Hello. How's it going, Nitro? And Bent's Budhai says, "Heyo" as well. How you doing? Are these followers of yours? Because I don't recognise some of these names.
Nitro RC, Vico.
Yeah. What about Bent's Budhai?
Not too sure.
Okay, sweet. I like it
throw
though.
myself under the bus. So.
Yeah, probably your biggest fan. Fueled Funny is one of my peoples. And he's from Bristol actually. He's a Bristolian follower of both the Swinghoppers and Offbeat. And he asks, most important question of the evening, what does Odd Chap think of Bristle?
Bristle.
Yeah.
Is that the first time I've ever heard somebody call it Bristle? Have you been calling it Bristle?
I've called it lethal Brizzle for your background. But it is commonly known as Bristle.
What does Odd Chap think of Bristle? Bristle is great. I love Bristle. It's very alternative and hipstery, as the music video which we were filming describes.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even the hipstery area that you went to.
What would you say the hipstery area would be though?
Stokes Croft.
Have you been there?
They haven't even been Stokes Croft yet.
I think Easton's more hipster.
I think Easton. I mean, it was inspired by Easton. It was written living in.
Yeah, but Easton is what Stokes Croft used to be, and it's moved out to Easton now.
No, but Stokes Croft is still. I don't know. Yeah, maybe they're both still there.
Incomplete.
So he's enjoying it. Vico Neo says, know the feeling. What do you know the feeling about? Is that filming a music video and people getting in the way?
Yes, it would be.
Yeah?
I've seen quite a few of his like music videos, and people just like staring in the background.
Yeah.
But it must be cool having an audience watching you dance.
True, and also when you're doing something like dancing, you kind of want people to watch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we had probably my favourite like audience participant today.
The one on the bike.
Yeah, it was this like 10-year-old kid who just turned up on a bike with a cigarette in his hand as well. He was like, "Yeah, what are you lot filming?" And we're like, "Oh, we're just doing a music video." "Yeah? Is it going to be on YouTube?" Yeah, it is, mate. "How many subscribers you got?" And I was like, "Is that? Oh, how many views you got? What's your most views?" And I was like, "Don't know," and just said a number, and he was like, "Oh, right. Fair play," and just like cycled off, and we were like, brilliant. And then later on, when we were in Bedminster, he came past again. He was like, "Still doing your video then?" And we were like, "Yeah." And he was like, just like nod. And he was like 10 as well. He was sort of giving us permission and like approving of us, and we needed his approval. Yeah, it was brilliant. I definitely was more threatened by him than any of the shop owners. Cool. So Teeteemeister says hello, and asks, "What is that on the wall?" What is that on the wall?
It's my housemate, like, is writing a chapter of a book at the minute, and like, yeah, he's just working it out. I'm supposed to read it in a couple of days for him.
It does look like one of those things you find when someone's like planning a murder or something.
Yeah. It's like a serial killer's lair.
Yeah, it was all the post-its and all the like connecting strings
drawn to each other. Yeah.
He's like a systems thinker, so he's all about like process and like
Does this
so
have
his
game?
brain is like one of those spider web cobweb type thinking things. So,
fair enough.
Yeah.
A brain. No, what is it called? A thought spider.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
It kind of also looks like a cops board, like an old police station.
They're trying to catch them.
Yeah.
I could use it for like lyric writing, really. Actually, it'd be quite good.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, just bang it straight on top of his stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Good
And he'll just end up including it in the
like bars.
in his thesis, in his book. Like,
S, go and give it
the
to
day
you.
he called me. Yeah.
What did I stand for again?
Systems.
Yeah.
Bence Boudet says, "When will a new song come out? I'm waiting for that. I've just found you from Leah Brown's Subscribings, and I love your music." Oh, that's really cool, Bence Boudet. So, in fact, Bence Boudet is a Swinghoppers fan, not an Offbeat or Hotchat fan, which is great because we want native Swinghopper followers as well. The answer to that question, who wants to
Well,
say?
I don't know when we're gonna have it ready, but very soon. We filmed the video.
Yeah, filmed the video, recorded everything.
We just need to edit the video, and then it'll be up on you. And
The ball is firmly in my court at the moment.
See me in
So
shine
why
in a
not?
certain direction.
Fine. So the next song that we're doing is a collaboration between ourselves and Professor Elemental. So I know a lot of you guys know who that is, but if you don't, he is a steampunk artist and a chap hop artist. So he basically raps in a posh accent about like crazy Victorian inventions and tea a lot of the time as well, a lot of tea. So he's a very good friend of ours as a band, and we've done a song with him. And basically, he owns a tea shop, but it turns into a speakeasy at night, and then naturally that's where the Swinghoppers come in. So we filmed the video, as these guys said. We're in the process of editing it at the moment, which means it's on my list of things to do. But I am hoping that it's going to be ready towards the end of this month, hopefully to release early next month. Because basically we've got Odd Chap here until the 28th, and then when he goes home, I've got like a few days in between him going back and me starting at work again, and I'm gonna hopefully fit it in then. So. With any luck, it should be ready, and we can release it at the beginning of next month. So that is when the next song will be available.
Quick question: how would you describe chap hop? Because I feel like I should definitely own that.
Of all the hops, fuck swing hop.
Chap hop. It's like hip hop cross with.
Well, the thing is, you're not the chap in the British sense.
Yeah.
And an old chappie, I think it comes more from chappie, which is more like a well-to-do gentleman.
It's a gentleman thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's basically posh hip hop, like where you rap as though you were a traditional British gentleman. Oh, I don't even know if you have to be British. Could you be like a
chap?
A traditional gentleman of some kind.
Could you have like American chap pop?
American chap pop?
But would they just do it in an English accent? So maybe it does have to be
is that
British.
kind of like traditional, like upper class Southern drawl sort of style? You could do something like that, maybe.
Yeah.
I've not seen anyone do it, but if you're out there, and you've got a good Southern drawl accent.
Totally, that'd be amazing.
I don't know. I beg to differ. I think.
You think it is a traditionally British?
That'd be like an American. That'd be a Southern thing. Off the cuff. forgotten plant field. No, it's not really.
I mean, yeah, it could totally be construed as being like really racist.
Yeah.
Which may be why no one's done it.
Stay clear from
But yeah, to answer the question, chat pop is hip hop performed in the style of a traditional, maybe British, but a traditional gentleman, and complete with the aesthetic of like smart clothes, preferably a bit of tweed, lots of.
The thing is, he drinks tea, and Americans don't drink tea as much.
They do, they just drink rubbish tea without any. They don't brew it and they don't put any milk in it. And it don't get me started.
Yeah, sounds like a sore point of contention for pie.
I don't understand when you put milk in tea either. Poland's like, why we put lemon and sugar in, and lemon, and when they have like a different name for a drink. A tea with milk is like a different beverage. It's like called hot chocolate. It's like different.
But it has no hot chocolate in it.
No, it's not called. It's still got like it's classified as
I
so much
see.
of a different drink.
Okay.
But nobody has it. It's considered very uncouth.
Fair enough.
Well, now we know.
So hopefully the start next month is the answer to that song. Mikayla O'Flynn says, have you ever entered a cake decorating competition? Ooh, good question. Who is that directed at? We'll all answer it individually, but starting with Shah, have you ever entered a cake decorating competition?
No, I can't. What do you call it when you like poof cream? When you like
Cream proofing.
No, when you like.
I know what you mean. We like squeeze it out and it'll bubbles.
Yeah. I've always wanted to, and they did do a bake-off at my work the last couple of months, but I didn't get involved.
Okay.
I do like a bake though, and I was meant to bake today as a belated present for Oddchap's birthday because we were just really hungover on his birthday and I feel bad, but I'll manage. I've got the ingredients, so I'll do it.
Well, I've just noticed we haven't got the chat window showing, so these guys can't see their own questions. Oh, that's because it covers up someone's face. Fine.
You could pop it down.
We can try.
And pop it like there, just see a little bit of it.
Yeah. Okay.
I could
And we
go up
can
here.
pop this up a little bit.
Yeah, Pie, stop being so inconsiderate and move out of the way of the chat box. I have never entered a cake decorating competition, but if any of you guys, I don't know, obviously some of you do, follow my personal channel, Off Bake is a popular thing that started off as a joke and I actually ended up doing at Christmas, and it was a runaway success, so much so that we're going to be doing another one next week before Oddchap goes. So he and I are going to have an Off Bake bake-off. Where he is going to cook Anzac cookies, which is traditional Australian fare, and New Zealand, and I'm going to cook. What do you guys think is the most traditional British biscuit? I was going to do shortbread. Yeah.
Shortbread's Scottish.
True. Is Scotland not British though?
Yeah.
Oh.
But you're not Scottish.
You're not Scottish.
I'm not Scottish. I'm not trying to break shortbread.
I'm half Scottish actually.
Are you?
Yeah, my dad's Scottish.
Shut my hole then.
Yeah.
Well then,
Hey, I'm half Scottish.
Alright, I reckon you can get away with that then.
Yes.
No shortbread.
Yeah.
Shortbread's pretty good.
All right. Anything else though? Any other types of British cake?
Is Jammy Dodger, is that British?
I don't know. It's more American.
There's not even a real biscuit.
It's not even a biscuit.
There
Jaffa
are
cake.
biscuits. Digest chocolate.
Again, that's a cake. Though.
Yeah, let's not get started on that.
Coconut fouilles.
What are the? What about the like party rings? Are they British?
They are, but these are all things people don't make. You're just naming biscuits.
Yeah,
You're getting like
exactly.
you're naming children's party biscuits
What
from
about
shops.
like a chocolate bourbon?
What about?
That's the green one.
Yeah. What about a packet of Pom Bears?
I'm really impressed.
Yeah, definitely, especially in an hour.
just bake them.
Wheels.
Okay, we'll go with the shortbread.
Yeah.
Shortbread. No, I haven't ever decorated a cake.
But you're literally gonna be entering in baking competition.
That's true. That will be a competition. It'll be a bake-off between me and Oddchap.
But there's no decoration.
Well, you're gonna have to
I'm
decorate.
going to decorate
I'll
mine. Don't
decorate the
worry.
shit out of mine.
Yeah. I'll decorate mine's tits off. Cool. Oddchap, have you ever entered decorating cake
Yes, I
competition?
had. No, I haven't.
Yeah. Oh.
I'd be lying if I said I had.
Yeah.
Pie?
I have not, unfortunately, no. I have baked cakes before. They tend to come out being very tasty, but with absolutely no structural integrity. They literally.
And you're an engineer.
And they literally just dissolve. As soon as you take the edge off, they just go.
Oh.
So there's no way you can really decorate them.
Yeah. Fair enough.
That's a sad day when a cake.
It is, and it's a sad
had
day
that.
every single day I bake a cake.
Really?
Yeah.
That's That's really sad.
I
just
don't
bake sad days.
I just bake sad days.
Yeah.
But no, I don't mind it too much. So I'm very happy to just eat a total mess that's delicious.
Yeah. Fair.
Fair play.
Fair.
Practically a brownie.
So, yeah, not a huge amount of cake decorating experience amongst the crew, but tune in next week for Bake Off featuring Odd Chap when I'm going to hand his sorry Australian ass to him. So,
Nice.
Fueled Funny says, Clifton, that's a bit hipster. The kiddie on the bike was local mafia don. Quite possibly.
I think Clifton's gone through hipster. I think Clifton's just posh.
Clifton's not hip.
class
Yeah,
now.
Clifton's just straight old money, I think. Yeah.
It's now.
Yeah. Fucking hell, do we just all agree on something?
Yeah, I think so.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Michaela O'Flynn says, do you have any siblings, are young or old?
Take a guess.
So,
He's the only child.
what could you possibly mean by that? So in reverse order, Pi, do you have any... Not reverse order, but the reverse from
other
last
one.
order. Yeah.
I have one younger sister and one much older half sister.
Odd Chap.
I have 2 older sisters.
Shah.
I have one older half brother.
And weirdly, not that you'd be able to guess, I'm an only child. And that hasn't affected my personality in any way
But
whatsoever.
now we're your brothers and sisters.
Shah, I'm talking! Don't talk over me. They're all here to look at me. Right, Teeteemeister of RB, gotta bring my mate to the bus stop. Okay, cool, thanks for coming. Bring him to the stream as well. Watch this on your phone at the bus stop. It's all good. Ben Spoudet says, oh yeah, I'm excited. That's presumably about the Prof L collab, which is great news.
Or perhaps the Bake Off.
Or the Bake Off. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of things to get excited about on this stream.
That is true. We have just dropped bare exclusives. Bare exclusives. Vico Neo says, can't wait to see it. Fantastic. Do you think Vico Neo might be interested in doing a dance video to a Swinghoppers tune, since he's one of your one of your followers?
Yourself.
Why don't you ask him for us?
I'll give him a little nudge.
All right.
Just do it.
Yeah. Vico.
It's electro and swingy, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Virtual dance off with my nephew, who's very keen to be in a video as well.
That'd be cool.
He's a little breakbeat dancer, trier.
Nice.
He's cute. He's
Cool.
cute. He's 10.
He's
so
cute.
like,
It's basically the swing hop video.
Yeah. But yeah, Vico Neo, if you want to do a dance video for any of our tracks, we would be very honoured. So please consider it. Fueled Funny says, somewhere there'll be a very Mexican chap hop hero proving one doesn't have to be in one's tweed with one's Earl Grey and fighting trousers. That's true, probably.
I would love to hear that.
Yeah.
Mexican chap hop.
I think
that guy
I
with the
was just about to say
sombrero?
the closest thing to that would be DJ. I don't actually know his Mexican Connection. That's it. Yeah. Bam. He's a guy from Manchester, but his whole theme is sort of like Mexican.
And we
So
met him at Mr. B gig.
we did, yeah. So he Mr. B gig.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
Mexican Connection was supporting us that night.
Yeah.
In Manchester. Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely think he would be at the absolute forefront of Mexican chap hop if it were to become a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really think of anyone with better credentials. Mikayla asks, do any a bit of Irish?
Is that an accent?
I think maybe she means are any of us a bit Irish?
Yeah, I am actually. So this is a good story. So my great granddad is William Orpin, and he's a famous artist. Charlotte seems to recognise him. And I'm going to be going to Ireland in October to have a statue unveiled to him.
Wicked. Nice, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's the whole story.
Yeah. It was a good one though, you
was
were
pretty
right.
happy
Yeah. That's awesome.
The boy from New Zealand is 16th percent, or no, not percent, 16th Irish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So what is that like?
Hang on.
What connection is that to you? Is that like your
Great grand.
So that's one above me because I must have been 8th Irish then. So you're
A
great. You're double great.
Oh, double great.
I think
okay.
so.
Yeah.
Because if your parents are born, one of your parents are born, it's half. Grandparents, it's quarter. Great grandparents, it's 8th.
great?
You're double great, mate.
Sick.
Double great.
Double great.
Shah, do you have any Irish in you?
At the moment?
And would you like some?
Alright.
Sure.
I like
Sure, do you have a little bit of Irish in you?
I do rather like a bit of Irish accent. No, I have a very long-winded story that is Irish related, but I don't think it's relevant. No, I'm all Polish and tiny bit like a 16th Italian.
Sweet. And no.
The anti-climax.
But my dad's Scottish, and they're like basically the same thing, aren't they? So, like, there must be a bit of Irish in me somewhere.
East or West
It's
Coast of
north
Scotland?
of like.
I don't know, but I know. But I just where my dad's from.
Yeah.
Oh, he's from Glasgow.
Yeah. So that is kind of Irish.
Yeah.
If you
Glasgow.
It's Gaelic, isn't it? Is what
Yeah.
I'm getting at. So like I'm pretty sure they both support the same football teams and stuff. I mean, they definitely don't support the same football teams, but like people from Ireland and people from Scotland both like
You're gonna get
Glasgow,
bombed.
both like Rangers and the other one. So
They both drink whiskey.
Yeah.
But no, I think there's a lot of like cross pollination between Glasgow and Northern Ireland.
yeah, and also Frankie Boyle and Father Ted are both really funny. So there you go. It's basically the same thing. Vico Neo says that would be super awesome. I'd love to. Next video, Swinghoppers. Wicked. Nice one, Vico. Thank you very much. Yeah, that'd be great. If you need anything from us, let us know. Fire us an email at info@theswinghoppers.com. I don't know what you might need, whether there's any. Yeah, just if you want anything for the video, get in touch. And he's already doing Odd Chap's Explorer, of course. Whoops. I nearly blocked him there. That wouldn't be very good. Cool. When is that coming out, Vico Neo? The Odd Chap Explore video.
Yeah.
I'll be very interested to see that.
Me too, of course.
Definitely. And Mikayla asked, these are great questions, Mikayla. Have any of you broken a bone, and how did it happen? Nice. You sound like you've got a story there.
I actually don't. I have never. Oh no, sprains and stuff. Never broken a bone. Oh, other than like basketball, you know when you like bash the ball straight onto your finger and then they like won't fix it for you, and then smashed a couple of fingers before. That's it, really.
Painful.
Being ace at catching the ball. Really good at it.
With the end of your fingertips, stabbing it. Yeah.
Trying to like bounce it off
Yeah.
the tips of my fingers. Shooting that 3-pointer.
Yeah. LeBron out here. I, as the only child, have never broken a bone because I've been too busy being bubble wrapped by my mummy, and not being allowed to play outside with the other children, and wanting to stay in and play with my expensive toys all by myself. No, I haven't ever broken a bone. Odd Chap.
Oh, this is boring. I haven't broken a bone either.
Fucking hell.
Pie, save us.
What a team of pussies we are.
Yeah. I think I've come close.
Pie, please
but-
tell me you've broken every bone.
I've broken one of the only parts of your body you can break that isn't a bone.
Your nose.
I have.
Yeah.
I've broken my nose, and that was by getting punched in the nose as well.
Oh.
Right, okay.
So-
That's quite harsh.
You should have
though.
seen the other guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You should have seen his fist. I mean, a
Yeah,
right
yeah.
mess with his fist.
Yeah, you've broken someone else's bones with your nose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's a very positive way to look at it.
Yeah. Was that well, this might go really south if the answer's no. Was that during kickboxing or something?
No.
No, this was just a normal horrible fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, well, that wasn't. It was. It's a messy story from when I was about 18.
Okay.
And yeah, basically I thought someone was about to hit a girl, and I like grabbed him by the shoulder, and he just spun round and cracked me sideways across the nose.
Wow. Well, hero for doing that, and also you don't look like you've got a broken nose.
No,
So-
so good job, bro.
Often people like when they have had their nose broken, it's like that, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's like
it's a
squashed.
real
So
mess. No, mine was a total mess. Like just
Yeah.
after it happened, I had to go and get it rebroken and straightened in hospital.
Oh,
damn.
lovely.
Yeah. So there you go, Mikayla Flynn. There's some gory war story for you, and then
One-sided.
yeah, and then Shah sort of hurting her fingers by like poking a ball.
Oh my god, no, do you know what? I've got a hero story to match Pies actually.
Oh wow, okay.
So I was in a fish and chip shop after hours, as you are, and the guy I was with was a real idiot and like made fun out of someone's bald head who was ordering
Bad idea.
food.
Wanna
Bad
know
idea.
how? Yeah.
So he obviously got dragged outside and they started fighting and punch him. And then they lifted him up and were going to smash his head into the wall. And not knowing how to stop it, I like stuck my hand between the wall and his head, which was pretty painful. And I think that broke something, but I just count it with the like basketball wound.
You can't really count like hands and feet, can you? Like everyone breaks bones in the hands and feet without even realising it.
That's it.
Like all the time. If you stubbed your toe, you've probably broken it.
Really?
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, I've done that many times then.
Yeah. Nice. But yeah, hero as well, Shah. Well done.
Thank you.
And your nose also doesn't look broken, so we're a symmetrically heroic team.
To the rescue! Swinghoppers to the rescue! We should totally do one as superheroes.
That would be good fun.
Oh my god! We'll have our superpowers.
Yeah. What superpower?
Incredibles.
Right. Here's a question for you lot. What superpowers would each of us have if we did a Swinghoppers superhero video? What would our powers be?
Yeah, you guys answer.
And then we'll come up with our own for you as well. So Proven Ears says, been a while since I've been here. Hello.
Hi.
How you doing, Proven Ears? Good to see you, mate.
So have we, me and Pi anyway.
Yeah.
What's that?
I recognise Proven Ears.
Oh yeah. Yeah. True. Proven Ears used to be a regular at mine, but like he says, he hasn't been around for a little while, but that's fine. But don't take it personally at all. Whatevs. No, it's good to see you, man. Catfinks as well is his other alias. He, in fact, I posted the video. He came and saw. I can't remember if it was the Swinghoppers or just me. I think it was just me. Otherwise, I'd have brought you guys along the next day. But he came all the way to Bristol to see a show.
Oh, wow.
And then from I want to say like Southampton.
Oh wow, that is a good.
Quite far,
Yeah,
or maybe Croydon.
Okay.
Which is still a bit of a distance.
Still pretty far.
Considerable. But a considerable amount of effort was made. A journey was undertaken, and yeah, it was great. And we got to meet and hang out. We went for coffee the next day. And it was good times.
And were his ears proven?
They were proven. Yeah, very much so. Very, very good.
I think anyone's ears are proven when they hang out with Ollie.
That's true. Proven to be having a good time. Glad you found it funny. Teeteemeister says, hello again. Hello.
Hi, hello.
Did you get your mate from the bus stop?
Hey, that's right.
I hope.
Where were they going?
Yeah, I hope you got them there safe and sound. Or unless you just got halfway and went, actually fuck this, and then just
the stream's more important.
Yeah, I'm going back for the stream. Vico Neo says 1 to 2 weeks maybe. Need to fit it in between work. Already have half of it though, which is great.
Video, right?
That is the Chaps dance video.
Question: what are your locations? Because thank you, mate. We don't need to get that close.
Everybody's
Magic. Because he gets quite creative with his locations, like train stations, public areas, different parts of Europe. So, interested to know what the next one's going to be.
Nice. He said this last week, didn't he?
It's
It was like was it Budapest?
Hungary. No, it was Hungary.
Hungary.
Budapest isn't it? Yeah, Shaw knows.
Yeah.
I don't know Europe.
Yeah.
I know as well. Yes.
Come on, guys.
It is.
You're in Europe.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah. Sweet. All right.
I've been there once.
Teeteemeister says story time with Pi.
Really?
Nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Would that be his superhero power? Even I think we probably haven't got down to these yet.
Want to block punches with his face?
Yeah. Just solve, prevent crimes from happening with your nose. Surely that would be my fucking power. Like, I'm the one with the big hooter. Like, that should be my superpower.
Oh well.
Fueled Funny says, question: trickiest part of the album production and favourite part of the production. Ooh, that sounds like a question for the chap.
Can you give me a minute to think about it?
No. So you must have one first.
Okay, yeah.
Always.
So, trickiest part of the album production, I think we're going to have the same answer, aren't we? Which is...
the international flight.
That was a piece of piss compared to one of these beats.
I think
there
we go. That's my favourite. Ollie coming to New Zealand and me coming over here to finish up the album. So.
Oh, nice one, man. I would say the trickiest part of the album production was there's the song called "'Tis the Season," and which I'm sure you'll agree was the toughest one. And through no fault of Chaps whatsoever, it was just incredibly vague and weird brief. I was like, I had this song in my head. I had like a bunch of different reference tracks, none of which worked together.
All completely different tempos, different keys, different styles.
Like some were hip hop, some were like songs, so like
Disney.
Yeah, they're like total mashup of influences, and I basically was just like made a little like folder of all these different tracks, and I was like sort of something that's like all of those, and he was like, okay.
Cheers, mate.
And then I was like, I've written the chorus for it, and then like sang the chorus, and he was like, that won't go over any of these, and I was like, yeah, I know, but you're not making these, are you? Just make something that's like them that will go with it. And it was like, okay. And then it was the worst brief ever created by anyone for anyone. And yeah, we went through quite a few iterations of it before we finally got it, didn't we? But we did finally get it, and it is an absolute testament to Odd Chap's creative ability, production skill, and endless patience that we got there. So. I mean, that kind of turned into one of my favourite bits as well, to be honest, because...
What, getting it right?
Yeah, like the sense of satisfaction of like beating you relentlessly until you finally did what I wanted.
No.
But no, I don't know. Favourite bit? Oh,
I've got another favourite bit now.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's not... Well, you're not really part of the process, but it's when you send all the vocals to me, and then I start like finalizing the tracks, laying the vocals under the beat, or over the beat, and it all comes together. So like the finishing process.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite parts. Cause I hadn't heard like half the lyrics on the album.
That's the other mad thing as well. Yeah.
Basically just like sometimes maybe a little reference track, and then you rapping a draft over the top of it, and then it's like, okay, here you go, make the beat.
Yeah.
But yeah, half the tracks on the album I didn't get to hear until you literally sent over the vocals for it. So
which must have been
That's really mad.
It must have been really weird for you as well, because
it was like an onion. It's just adding another layer to it. Yeah.
But also the lyrics kind of
Shrek reference.
like the lyrics kind of determine the theme of the song. So like you must have in your head had an idea of what the song felt like and was about, and then you get my lyrics, you're like, oh no, apparently it's about him being late for everything. Or like
That's the one.
Yeah. But yeah, favourite part, there's too many to choose from. Like probably just fucking releasing it is the most satisfying bit, because it's something I've been working on for years now. Like Odd Chat's been involved for over a year. I've been working on some of those tracks since like 2015, maybe even earlier. And they've all been things I've been desperate to share. So to be able to package it all up and actually finally get it out there and have people like feedback in the way that I wanted to, not just going like it's great, which obviously I do want, but like to specifically have feedback about certain tunes or certain lyrics, that makes it all worthwhile, and like that is my favorite.
Because that's what your music is at the end of the day, like the little intricacies and nitty bitty bits.
I think so. Yeah.
Like the hidden, was it cookies or
Easter eggs?
Easter eggs. That's the one. There's plenty of those in the album.
Cool.
Yeah, so listen to it at least 5 times.
Yeah, and buy it 5 times as well to listen to it each time. So once you've listened to it once, but you have to buy it again. So I have.
It's not reusable
I
at all.
have considered buying it multiple times. So I already have it.
You're even on it. Like,
I was like, hang on, I've already got it.
Yeah. Do it anyway. Follow the instinct. So I have successfully hijacked the stream for about 5 minutes there to talk about my album. So Mikayla O'Flynn asks, do you have any hidden talents besides music? And anyone else other than me, I think, should answer that one.
I do the splits.
Oh, go on then.
Party trick.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
Can I have a split off?
I think you properly destroyed me there.
Yeah.
I need to get very warm for that though. Can you?
Yeah,
I can imagine
we should
that.
have a split
Oh yeah, we did it. We have lunged before together.
Yeah, we had a very good lunge. Yeah.
Is this your pre-show lunges?
Yeah, we've got photos of it. Yeah.
So I'm a Taekwondo black belt, which is one I reckon I could have a good go at the splits. But I haven't trained for years and years, so I don't think I would really claim that as a talent. That's more like a memory of a talent now.
Still counts. It never goes.
I think it counts. I used to do lambada dancing for like Zouk lambada for like 5-6 years. I was pretty good. Which is why I translate now to like I pick up swing dancing and salsa pretty quick because of partner dancing, and I definitely still claim to be a good Zouk lambada dancer, even though I haven't done it for years since I moved from London. So you can have it.
Could you still taekwondo someone?
Black belt, they can't take your black belt away from you.
Yeah, they've not tried yet.
They wouldn't dare.
Yeah,
You'd stop them with your nose.
It's a subscription service. Every 10 years you have to pay.
You got to renew your services. What about you, chap? Have you got any talents other than
Mine
music?
was so dumb. I used to be able to clap with one hand, and that's my hidden talent.
What?
Used to, so yeah, I can't do it.
So all of our talents are like sort of like heyday things that we all can't do anymore. And
Well, this was like a couple of years. Yeah, that's the one that came to mind.
Yeah.
I can clap with one hand.
What other talents do we have?
What?
Do you just like?
I
I don't know. It was a high school thing.
I've not even seen it.
Bored in high
I don't
school.
know how you do that.
I taught myself
We're all
that.
great actors, obviously, and actresses.
Yeah, old chap's a great actress.
I'm good at spitting avocado on Ollie's face.
That's true. Yeah. I would say my other talent is art stuff. Like I'm a graphic designer as my day job, and I'm not a bad drawer. But like everyone, is something I've not done properly for years. And I think probably because we're all busy focusing on music is the reason we haven't followed these things.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be sad. It's nothing.
That's the reason why I'm
It's yeah. Yours is the most tragic as well. The most tragic loss and waste of talent.
I'll own that.
But you could incorporate it into the music. Like
true.
if you come
One
and
hand
DJ
person.
for us, you can get your little microphone. You could do the DJ with one hand and then clap with the other.
Yeah, the audience will be thinking who's fapping on stage. It's just a blap 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 blap. So it would make a great sound. Yeah. It's just.
So there you go, Mikayla. Teeteemeister, can Oddchap tell us what the mastering process is? Yes,
So
please.
can you
'Cause
tell me? 'Cause
I don't even know. Yeah, and I paid a lot of money for
Yeah,
it.
oh, yeah.
So I'd be quite interested to know.
Yeah, like a couple of months out.
Yeah.
Do we have to do the mastering process? I mean, it already sounds good.
Yeah.
Basically, the mastering process is the final part to releasing an album, EP, single, whatsoever. And it essentially polishes up the song, makes it super loud, makes sure there's no like conflicting frequencies, make sure nothing's too resonant, make sure like it hasn't got too much high end or too much bass. It essentially just levels out your track and makes it loud, and that's it.
And how do they do that?
With years of experience, really good ears, and probably really good equipment as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Julien from
Yeah.
Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the guy that did our mastering, not just some random guy. But do they twiddle knobs, or is it like a computer thing? Like how does it
You
work?
can do it both. I mean, you can get like the hardware stuff, or you can do it just inside a computer.
Yeah.
Depends what your budget is, really.
And how does he do it? 'Cause he's like manual, isn't he? Like sort of.
I think he does like a mixture of both, and he's got some like really good old school gear, which is why I'm kind of inclined to let's do Julien. He's got all this different gear, which I know works really well, and gives off like a certain vintage sound, so, which is perfect for electro swing or swing hop.
But you guys are going to France really soon, right? Are you gonna have a chance to meet them?
Should we hit him up?
Yeah.
Should we hit him up?
Meet and greet.
Yeah. Get him to explain the mastering process to us in person.
Yeah.
We'll go there and it'll just be there'll be nothing there. It'll be like, I knew it.
Or just
He's
one
taken
dude.
our money and sent us the same track back, and we've gone. Yeah, it sounds different.
Just turns it up. Yeah. Done.
Yeah.
Can you do these tiny tweaks for us? Yeah, it's gonna take 4 days. Sorry, guys.
Just turn the volume up, please. Here's a sack of cash. Cool. Okay, that was education.
Makes it louder, ready for every speaker system across the world.
Educational for all of us. Thank you. Teeteemeister says, I feel a fanfic coming up, which
I assume that's a superhero.
yeah. So he, look at that, Atari. Hello, Atari. Says Charlene is the Wonder Woman of England.
Yes, I am.
Bless her. Yeah. What was your theme tune that you sang the other day when you were saying you're a Batman?
James Bond. Oh, that's that.
Batman, is that not it?
No, that is it. That's Star Wars.
Batman.
How does James Bond actually go? That was it. We were coming back from Boomtown. Shah had an interesting last night, and found a double like deflated airbed which was black, and she put it on and just went, "I'm Batman!" Bow, wow 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 wow, and we were just like, "That's James Bond." So that could be your superhero power. Could be getting theme tunes wrong.
What a superhero power.
Yeah. But no, Atari is quite right. You are the Wonder Woman of England. Yeah. And good to see you, Atari. Welcome to the stream. So Tizzy says, wait.
She's American, right?
She Atari is
That small
from
little place called America.
the United States
Quaint,
of
isn't it?
something.
Oh, yeah.
No, but specifically Arizona, I happen to know.
Ah.
Yeah.
Atari, the Meg was amazing, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Just to let you know.
The what?
The Meg.
The Meg.
movie.
So we were chatting to Atari the other night, Oddchap and myself, and we were just on our way to go and see The Meg, which is the new Jason Statham blockbuster about a prehistoric shark. And it looked fucking awful. And
it looked amazing.
we'd seen posters for it all the couple of weeks prior, and we'd taken the piss out of it every day and saying like, you know, oh, how bad it looks, and eventually we were just like, oh, we've got to go see it. So I very reluctantly and begrudgingly let Oddchat drag me along, and we did go and watch it, and it was terrible. Wasn't it?
No,
it
was
was
every bit as bad as it
it was
looks.
everything I was expecting and less.
Best movie of the last decade.
It was entertaining. I'll give it that. Like I won't lie. I did find it amusing, but it was atrociously bad. But what's worse is that we looked up reviews for it, and the reviews are all like really bad as well, aren't they? Like 3 out of 10 and stuff. It's the number one bestseller at the moment. It's made like 300 million, and it's been
because there's so many people like you. It's like that looks so bad. It looks really, really bad.
Gotta go see it. Yeah, I just need to see it to see if Statham punches the shark.
Which he did.
He does. Cool. So Greco FPV says, "What up? What up?" Thank you for coming along. Is Greco one of your guys?
Maybe.
Because he's not one of mine, so I'm thinking that he might be another.
By, like, profile pic, but I can't really see
Okay,
that.
I'm wondering if he might be another native Swinghopper fan, which would be great. Vico Neo says, well, I'm working Copenhagen for half a year, so there's some cool stuff to dance in front of in Copenhagen for sure. Yeah. I can't think of any of it right now though. But I've been to Copenhagen. It's nice. So yeah, some sweet canals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The MoMA, is it the museum on the beach a couple of hours north of Copenhagen?
Is that the one with like the twisty house as well?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh.
Tivoli as well. They've got like a sort of fairground place called Tivoli. It's like an old school, like pre-war, like fairground, and it's really cool.
The bridge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Why is it where the thing's filmed?
The Malmo. Yeah, the Malmo. Well, it is an actual bridge with a train on it.
Yeah.
Is
Oh.
it just called the bridge?
So
No, but
Basically, the
everybody
bridge
knows.
that joins Sweden and Denmark together.
And
There's a TV show. Yeah.
There's a TV show
Called The Bridge, but it's not just about the bridge though.
No.
Yeah, it's much more interesting.
It's
It's about moiders.
Half an hour just
Yeah.
this bridge.
Inspector T says Ollie would be present Mike from Hero Aka. Ollie would be present Mike from Hero.
Ollie would be
Present Mike from Hero, aka
He's holding the mic.
SAA. Yeah, maybe present Mike. I don't know. I think this is the superhero thing, but I don't really understand it. So, TT, could you perhaps rephrase that, please? Mikayla, favourite food you can't live without. Oh, so much.
That's impossible.
So much. Who started last time with the answering the questions? I think it was Kyle, wasn't it?
I think it was me.
Oh my god. What?
Google up the acronym for ACA.
Oh, right.
And
American Camping Association.
I don't think
That's me.
that's what
I
teaching
need
must
way more time to think about food.
I've got mine, so that's
Okay.
me.
Favorite food you can't live without? Oh,
Peanut
man.
butter.
Oh, I was potentially going to say that.
I could
Too
live without
late.
that.
Too late. No, I have peanut butter most breakfasts and probably every lunch, I would say,
It is my
in the middle of the week.
go-to emergency food. It saves me from being hungry a lot of the time.
Yeah, but so many other things like
Yes.
eggs and cheese and like tomato sauce. Can you imagine not being able to have tomatoes at all? That's like the base of every single sauce I
I've had
have.
this conversation with a few people.
I could live without tomatoes.
I'd struggle.
I'd struggle, but oh my god.
What about you, chap? What couldn't you live without? Noodles.
Protein powder? I think I'd lose a lot of weight. No, I'd say chips. I'm a big chips.
Oh, is that crisps?
Yeah.
Crisps, sorry.
Do you mean crisps?
Sorry. Capsicums, do you mean peppers?
I literally couldn't say.
What about Zaza Bazaar?
Oh,
I could
yes.
definitely live with. I've vowed never ever to step in there again. In fact, we went to a place that Ollie convinced us to go to yesterday that was awful.
It was amazing.
Okay,
And I've
Pie didn't go.
agreed to become. I've decided to go vegan again. It was that bad. I need to offset my.
That's like a shag that's so
consumption.
bad it makes you turn into like
Makes
celibate.
you go gay.
Yeah, or celibate.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Or celibate, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I need to offset.
But you
that
say it was
awfulness.
terrible. So excluding Pie, who didn't go, hands up everyone who went to Zaza Bazaar.
Are you gonna like count my plate
Come on. Hands up.
takings?
No, hands down.
I agree.
Hands up everyone who enjoyed Zaza Bazaar. That is the vast majority. That's 66.6%.
And as does the world, probably the vast majority consume all the wealth and all the resources. Does that make them right?
They don't consume it. It's like the 1%.
It's like the one.
Yeah.
Right, yeah,
you
it is.
definitely got
Ah!
Hang on.
I could I'd struggle like a bastard without peanut butter because I fucking love it. I would also, I think I'd struggle even more without chocolate because like chocolate's like my thing that I can not have for a while when I'm being good, but then when I have it, it just makes me so happy. And when I'm feeling at my lowest, like chocolate is the thing that will just like not make me feel any better, but but I will still eat vast quantities of.
What was the bar you had the other day that you put in the microwave and you just completely ruined it?
I was so upset. I treated myself to a Yorkie. Yorkie is like the most chunky chocolate bar you can get. So whenever I do have a chocolate bar, I get a Yorkie because I'm like, well, I might as well have a proper one. And we all had dinner, and then I was saving my Yorkie for afterwards because it was after Boomtown, wasn't it? I was feeling sorry for myself.
Yeah, that's right.
So I bought it as a sympathy chocolate bar for myself as a present to me, and I was going to eat it on my own in bed naked. And
Great mental image.
Yeah, and don't just say you don't all love it. And then we had dinner, and my flatmate was there as well, and she like offered us ice cream, and selflessly on my part, which is rare because only child, I was like fuck it, I'll share my Yorkie bar. I will share my Yorkie bar. And they were like, you don't have to. And I was like, no, I will. And so I stuck it in the microwave and I was going to melt it so that I could pour it on all of our ice cream. But because it's not really proper chocolate, it didn't melt. It just basically like fucking like fried into this like weird bubbly like puddle that was just solid chocolate though, and it went disgusting. So I had to pour it away. Well, I ate a bit of it with a spoon first as I sobbed, and then I poured it away, and then I couldn't even like pour it down the sink because it wasn't liquid, and like the water wouldn't like break it up. So I ended up like mashing it into like a sort of paste, and then like grinding it down the sink. All the while being like gutted that I couldn't eat it, and then had ice cream which wasn't as good.
Oh, the ice cream was.
Can I teach you how to melt chocolate properly?
No, because I'm never going to melt it again. Because I'm never sharing it again.
Is it in like a saucepan or something?
Yeah. You boil a little bit of water in a pan, then you put a glass or a heat-proof bowl on top of it, in which you put the chocolate. Then you mix it, and it'll melt, and it'll be beautiful. We can even trial it tonight. I've got some red currants that we could dip.
Make it happen. Yeah. Okay. All right. You show me how it's done.
Jeez.
Okay. So
I think we've got some dark chocolate as well. We'll do that.
Have you got any Yorkies?
You could still do it with that.
Sweet. So that is our favourite foods we couldn't live without. What did you say? Crisps.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So we are.
We're at sourdough probably.
Sourdough for sure.
Yeah,
Nice.
Bread's a really good shout.
In the end, like,
In general.
Okay. Conscious of time, so let's try and whack through these last few questions because we have to shoot off in about 10 minutes. Teeteemeister says, what's with the accent in 'Tis the Season though? What kind of accent is it supposed to be?
Is it this accent?
This accent, do you mean? It's just like it just felt right to do it. It was like a sort of bad, like a not a bad guy, but like a villain accent. It was kind of like a bit vampire-y, a little bit camp, a little bit Disney. And it just felt right, basically, when I was going to do it.
A little bit camp?
Yeah, it is a little bit camp. Don't you reckon?
You've got to unhear that now.
Camp in like a Disney villain type of way,
Yeah,
very flamboyant and sort of villainous. Yeah, that's it basically. I did try and do it without the accent, and then I just felt like I was being a coward because I knew in my head that it should be done that way, and I tried doing it without, and I was like, no, go all in. If you're gonna do it, fucking do it. So I did, and I anticipate like mixed reactions to that. Everyone, I mean, so far the response has been great. I fully expect lots of people to have that question, and probably many of them to be much less politely worded than that, but I don't care.
I love it.
So it's fine. Thank you.
I loved
Nice
it.
one. Thank you very much.
I didn't think it was you. I asked.
That's why I liked it.
I asked Ollie. I was like, "Who is that?"
Yeah.
I liked it.
Thank you. Greco FPV and Atari have both retracted messages, which always makes me go,
So do that.
I wonder what they said. Yeah. And Mikayla O'Flynn with the banging questions this stream.
Oh.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live?
Anywhere that it's sunny all the time, that probably means
Anywhere
like
but England.
California, or although I don't like the politics so much there, but California of all places is better than most in America. Or southern hemisphere somewhere. Italy, I'd love. Like it would have to be Sicily, I guess, to be hot all year round. Somewhere Spain, just sun for me. Yeah, definitely. I'll be.
Just assume wherever we move, we've got the language nailed. Barcelona or Berlin would be amazing for me. I love both those cities. I've visited them and just had the most amazing time. Both really lively, really fun to be in. And Barcelona's got loads of sun as well.
I've never been to Barcelona. I've been to Madrid, but not Barcelona.
I've never been to Madrid.
So I need to go to.
But Bristol, the only way I could see myself leaving Bristol, which is where we are at the moment right now, is if like all of my friends just up and left, because I've got so many good friends here, and I'm just having a great time.
Yeah. But I would like more sun in the winter.
Yeah.
That's the only caveat.
I think Sweden actually. I've seen some pretty awesome photos of like little towns and the scenery in Sweden.
Okay.
Saying that, I'd also love to do a stint in Japan for a few years, probably, because I think that'd be pretty awesome. But yeah,
Cool.
Sweden.
Nice. I'm going to also say Bristol, because if I wanted to live anywhere else, I would. And I've chosen.
Really, if you had like no connections anywhere else?
That's the reason I'm here, is because I've got stuff going on here that I love. Like I love the city itself. I love the vibe of it. Obviously.
Oh yeah, you were talking about London.
Yeah, I was about to say that's the only other place I'd live. If I had, basically, the Swinghoppers is like one of the main things keeping me here, in a good way. But I don't really have any attachments or responsibilities, so I could just up and fuck off if I wanted to, and I've not chosen to because I like being here. I like the vibe. I like the city. I like being close to my family. It's got everything I want. And the only other place that I'd be interested in living in is London. Maybe one day at some point, but I don't feel enough of an urge to do it. Otherwise, I would have done.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Cool. That's that.
So, Atari on the retracting messages again. You clocked it, T. Atari gives a little winky face. The Three Musketeers say hello.
Hi.
Hello. How many of you are there?
Yeah, are there three of you?
Odd clap.
Oh,
That's so
That-
good.
I want to attend one, but I look like an absolute
That's
spastic, like with the facial
Do it.
expression.
Odd clap.
Hit it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's see your best of clap.
Oh.
I think the odd clap's what he got after our trip to London. And he met some girl in Shoreditch. Bloody hell! Jumped a little bit. Where were we? Would Odd Chap share us his first name?
Ooh.
There you go.
Boris.
Odd Clap.
I'm trying to think of a really butch name. Like Butch.
Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce. My name's Bruce.
Bruce Chap.
I'm Sam, but actually no, I was birthed Samuel, so there you go. Samuel.
Samuel.
Not, yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
Samuel Chapson.
Not Samuel.
That'd be another good.
Chappersley.
Yeah. That'd be another good alias for you, Samuel Chapson.
Oh.
Teeteemeister, but what did I just hear? Are you coming to mainland Europe? Not
In the future.
not imminently. We will for sure soon. Yeah, but
Definitely.
not right now. Fueled Funny says Shah gets docked some cool points for getting theme tunes wrong. Ooh.
I'm too busy singing to watch telly. I don't support the movie industry of rubbish films that Ollie and Sam do. So
Basically, Shah's allergic to having fun.
We contribute to
She comes up with rap.
Yeah.
There's some real.
Yeah, anything that sounds like fun, Shah has to find a reason to disagree with it and explain why it's unethical and is poisoning the planet.
Savage.
And
I'm sorry, but you came to Bristol, and that's what you'll find. In Bristol.
Atari retracts another message. Damn. Proven Ears asks, what's the sample for First Love? Sounds like it's got vibes from MF Doom times RZA, Books of War, and our samplers.
What's the
sample?
Yeah.
First Love.
Intro, maybe?
The intro.
The intro's got like a little like bluesy sample at the start.
There's no famous samples, basically.
Yeah,
like,
we basically couldn't for this album because of copyright issues.
The whole album is 100% original. Or at least 100% like copyright free. Maybe we didn't make every single thing from scratch, but there's no just like bait samples. You haven't ripped anything out of other tracks and stuck them on. It's all like pieced together meticulously.
That's why it took a year and a bit.
Yeah, basically. So yeah.
It was made with love.
There you go. There's the next question.
But it has got vibes of those other tunes. You're quite right.
Especially our samplers.
Well, in
Big
fact,
inspiration.
that was one of the reference tracks, wasn't it?
Which one?
For First Love. In fact,
well.
that is scary. Proven Ears that you have clocked that because. Oh yeah, no, you're right. There was one other one as well.
In my pocket, maybe?
What another R samplers tune?
Yeah.
There was, but
that was Rainstorm.
for First Love, the two reference tracks. I'm gonna tell her.
Do you mind if I tell her? Yeah, ours sounds completely different.
Yeah, totally. Is R samplers Love Crime?
No way.
Is Love Crime? I think it's called Love Crime. And also, names on the tip of my tongue, died recently. Charles Bradley.
That's the one.
And I can't remember the name of the song, but it's his big tune. The world's going insane.
Oh, yeah.
And nobody wants to take the pain.
Back up,
floopy doop a doop. That one. You know it? Grackle says, I'm coming from Oddchap's channel. Nice one. Well, pleasure to have you here. Thank you for coming along. Atari asks, Oddchap, what's your favourite thing in England now? Will you miss it when you go back to NZ?
I'm just going to tell the story now, which was the inappropriate thing at the start.
You're
but
from
it's
New
just really
Zealand?
not. Oh yeah, no. Australian.
She spelled OZ wrong. No,
It's actually AUS, but never mind.
Over my face. That joke that I got wrong.
Favorite. Okay, basically we're in London last weekend, and we're just walking back to our place. And
Explain why it's funny to start with though, like because we've been saying it all the whole trip.
Well, there's this inappropriate and offensive English saying, "Suck your mum," and yeah, I've just been finding it really funny. So we've been basically saying that to each other for the past couple of weeks.
Can you give us an example how that sounds when you say it?
Hi.
What, I suck your mum?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Basically, yeah. So it's
I can't believe you did this and didn't hang up my pants to dry. Whatever, suck your mum.
That is what a bizarre example.
Oh, that's how I
Nobody's ever said that in the history of English.
That is kind.
That's how I imagine Oddchap and Offbeat house sharing whilst they're staying.
You didn't hang up my pants. Suck your mum, though.
That is pretty much how it works.
Yeah.
Why is he hanging up my
Someone
pants?
left their pants in the dryer.
Yeah. You left your pants in the dryer again. Suck your mum, fam. Are you mad? It's basically like, you know, kind of grime music. It comes from that kind of world, and it's the equivalent of saying fuck you, basically. So you would say like fuck you to someone. Yeah, we've been saying it back and forth because we both find it really funny because it does sound horrible. It just sounds really offensive and unpleasant, and we are both of those things. So tell the funny story.
Yeah, it's quite a few grime tracks as well. So we were just walking back to our place. Oh no, that was before a couple of detours, which we got sent the wrong way. Thanks. Yeah, we're walking back to our place, and we passed this like roadman dude. Was he like smoking?
He's just hanging out in the middle of the street, wasn't he?
Basically, yeah, on the footpath, and this attractive bird walks past, and he tries to get her attention. He's, "What, go on, sexy?" And then she didn't give him any attention, obviously, with that pickup line. So we're like, "Oh, suck your mum, then."
Yeah.
And we were walking past at the exact same time. It was just the best thing ever.
We've been saying it for weeks now.
It was like complete circle shit.
And he's not actually heard a real person do it. And yeah, this guy was just like, "Suck your mum then," to this girl, and we were both like,
but obviously we didn't do that, otherwise we would have got docked. So
we scurried off and then did that. We ran around a corner and then pissed ourselves laughing. It was brilliant. So is that really your favourite thing?
No, that's one of the highlights, to be honest. My favourite thing is just hanging out with these guys
Aww.
at Boomtown.
Don't touch me.
And I think releasing the album after a year of hard work. So
Yeah, nice one. Team effort. Thanks for being on it. Rap. Expect many
will I
music
miss
videos.
it when I go back home? Yeah. I think I will.
You'll be missed, mate.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You'll miss people saying "suck your mum."
Yeah.
No, he's gonna take it over there.
Yeah.
Make
It's
it a
gonna
thing.
catch on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
I guess I will miss it.
Yeah. We're going to have to wrap things up, guys. So I'm going to cane through these last few questions just because it is the school night for Shah and Pi. And we've got work to do. We're making a track. Yeah, we've got bangers to make in the studs. So there's this anime called My Hero Academia or Hero ACA, and in the world almost everyone has a superpower called a quirk. At the school, the person who presents all the thing is Present Mike. Right, nice, cool. Well, that would be me then. He has a loudspeaker around his neck, and his superpower is basically stunning people by being loud. That would definitely be me.
Oh yeah.
Mikayla O'Flynn, do any of you watch Dragon Ball Z? Super, how is your favourite character? Who's your favourite character? Any Dragon Ball Z watches?
Used to watch it.
Yeah?
I've watched a couple of episodes. I wouldn't. Yeah,
You're not an avid viewer.
No.
I'd say Trunks is my favourite character.
Nice.
If he's still in Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those was back in the day.
Yeah. I only know like one character even from it, and that's because Giggs mentions him in the song, and it's like Goku. Yeah. Man is going on Goku. That's the Giggs lyric. Anyway, Atari, have you ever heard of leaning into the skid? I feel like Ollie does it when it comes to knowing someone's writing a fan fiction. Naked Chocolate, Chapter 2.
What?
Leaning into the. I don't know if I want to know.
I don't know what that means,
That's a question
and
to
particularly to do with like melted chocolate and skids. That just sounds like a recipe for disaster. So
She didn't retract it though.
no, so God knows what the other stuff was. Yeah. Vico says, which one is you guys' favourite Swinghoppers track? That is a good question, Vico.
I really like our collab with the Professor coming up.
Really?
Which I should probably say one of our tracks, but I guess they just get better and better as you do. Every time you do one, it's probably your favourite. So that's the most recent one, I think.
Interesting.
So I think that's maybe why. I do like Esgon, which is a new one that's going to be on our next EP.
Yep.
I think that's a really strong one.
Your verse on that is pure fire.
I think all of ours are. I think all three of ours are.
Okay.
I really love the spinach bit.
Yeah. My favourite one is probably still Minnie the Moocher, or Minnie's Revenge, sorry, because I just love the story. It's the most like story-driven one, I think, other than our new collab with the Professor, which is obviously a story as well.
Yeah, but that's why I like it best.
But I love the beat of Minnie the Moocher, and I think Minnie's Revenge, that was one of the first tracks I ever wanted to like remix and turn into a beat. Long before I met you, before I even met Please Nerf, it's like when I first started getting into making tunes as electro swing. I met some random guy in Bath, and I was like, "Here, like, can we sample this and try and make this into a beat?" And he did it, and it sounded okay. But your beat is like pure fire, and I think that combined with the story. Plus, it's also like the first tune we did, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's got like sentimental value. So that's probably my favourite.
Yeah.
Chap, what's your favourite Swinghoppers video?
I'm gonna say favourite one to make and favourite one to listen to. Favourite one to make was Still, because I think we had like a basis remix of it, and then we did a few tweaks, and then absolutely just brought it into its own element, and that was such a cool part.
I remember we almost released that like with the original version, and we just like, I reckon Chap's got another little bit of magic up his sleeve.
Bit of Project Sam, off guitars, and then boom, just fire. But favourite one to listen to has got to be Minnie as well. Yeah, takes you on a journey.
Yeah.
I really like one that's coming up, and it's not completely finished yet. I think there's still some tweaks to do with it before it goes out. But I'm really excited about Big Spender.
Ooh, yeah, true that.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Which I think probably most of you guys haven't heard yet, because we only really do that for our live shows.
I don't think any of them have heard it.
live. Anyone that's seen us gig.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure anyone here.
Yeah, I don't know if they have.
Yeah.
So maybe none of you have heard it, but keep an eye out for it because it's going to be an absolute banger.
Yeah. It's kind of like I wouldn't say it's similar in sound, but I say it's similar in vibe to Mini. Yeah. Like it's got if you like the sort of
because it's got story.
If you like the story and you like the sort of battle of the sexes
and we've all got
element.
Characters.
Yeah. And me and Pi have a little diss, don't we? Yeah. Which we do in Mini as well. Basically, we're fighting over Shah again. Because she's the Wonder Woman of the UK.
Yeah.
So
many good questions.
I know.
Great questions.
Mikayla says I have to go. How host next week? Who hosts next week? It'll be me. It'll be on my channel, and it'll be me and Odd Chap having a great British Bake Off. Yeah. Atari directed another message. Damn, son. Oh God. Oh, I don't think we're gonna be able to get through all these. No, I like the accent, but 'tis the season. I wonder what it's supposed to be. Fine. The message where me messing up this time. What's the wall behind you guys? We've covered that already. It's basically Shah's flatmate is writing a book, and these are all his notes.
Who's a private inspector?
Teeteemeister. It's something about a book. Oh, he's already. Skunky the skunk. Whoa, how's it going? Hey, you guys are live again. Yes, we are, but not for long. Grackle, yo, all I'm out. Peace and thanks for pumping out these bangers. Big up. Thank you, Grackle. Thanks for coming, man. It's great to have you here. Preveneer says, talking of grime, have we heard Bugsy's new album? Yes. He managed to snag collabs with Rag and Bone Man. And 2, you heard my great uncle's new grime track, lol.
Is that the one you were playing? Is it Be Inspired or whatever? Is that
his great uncle's track?
No, the new Bugsy.
We were listening to Bugsy Malone's new album in the car earlier. I've not listened to the whole thing yet, but have listened to some of it.
Quality.
And they are decent. Even the love song is still pretty.
The girl tune.
The girl tune. Is still pretty aggressive, which I like. So it's good. Don't know who your great uncle is though, so be interested to know. Or if you've told me before, I may have forgotten, so I'm sorry. Atari asks Offbeat, what was your favourite part of Meg? My favourite part of it was parting with good hard-earned cash for the experience. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I thought you meant my least favourite part. No. I don't know what. No, I did. I know
what's your.
I know exactly what my favourite part was. It was where they finally decide that they're going to fight it after having been terrorised by it throughout the whole film, and they come up with a tactic of how they're going to defeat it. And then Jason Statham and his kind of counterpart look at each other, and the other guy goes, "Let's go fishing." Yeah, and I burst out laughing because it was such a cheesy line. So that was my favourite part. Teeteemeister says, "Wagwan piff ting, what's your BBM pin?" Basically what that guy said to the girl. Fueled Funny says, "When is Odd Chap flying back?"
Next Tuesday. Yeah. Night.
We will see you next Tuesday. Leave. Proven is YouTube Great Uncle's new track. Give it a live reaction. We will save the link and watch it afterwards, mate.
Do it for your video next week, maybe.
Yeah. You said do a live reaction, didn't you? Right, so I won't put it there. I will put it there. Cool. Oh, go away, notepad. This all gone horribly wrong. Off bake v odd bake, yep. Leading into the skid is what is said about when you hit ice in your car and it spins out of control. It seems crazy, but the rule isn't to try to stop, but to lean into the skid. Ah, yes.
Oh, yes.
I had heard it in that context, actually. Become the Drift King.
What is that?
Teeteemeister. Yeah, alright. Vico Neo, you should totally make a track about baking. Maybe.
That could be an offbeat.
I think that would be an offbeat track, yeah. And Skunky the Skunk, last comment says, "Too bad I'm still in school at the time of the stream. Maybe next time I'll have enough free time during school to see the next one." Yeah, hopefully, and we will see you there. And guys, that is it.
So
we have done it.
Bye.
Let's give him a bow.
Now
someone's broken a bone. Yeah. Thank you very much. Cheers. Woo. And one for luck.
Oh, that's the final bow. It's Odd Chap.
Yeah.
We did one on stage at the second set in Boomtown.
Yeah, we did.
Got a banger of a photo.
Yeah.
Love that photo.
Yeah.
It's lovely. That black and white one.
It's Gert Lush.
It is Gert Lush.
Bye.
Right, cool. So thank you very much for coming along, guys. We'll see you next week. My channel, Offbeat versus Odd Chap.
Dirty plug.
Off Bake Bake Off. It's going to be raw. It's going to be live. It's going to be real. We'll see you there.